For example, to find if 8/16 is greater than, less than, or equal to 4/8, you have to divide 8/16 by 8, and you get 1/2 is greater than, less than, or equal to, and you have to divide 4/8 by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 1/2 is equal to 1/2. Today we're going to learn how to divide fractions, but first you need to know a few simple rules.
First, you need to know the definition of reciprocal. A reciprocal is just exchanging the numerator for the denominator. An example is 3/4 is equal to 4/3. 3/4 reciprocal is 4/3. 100 over 563, its reciprocal is 563 over 100.
Some other things you need to know is when you're dividing, you need to keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip is when you keep the first fraction, then you'll flip the symbol, so you'll flip division to multiplication, and then you'll change and find the reciprocal of the second fraction.
An easy way to remember this is like our picture, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Sorry, the chickens are out. Get back in the doing.
And you need to remember that you only find the reciprocal for the second fraction.
Entre cambiar el numerador y el denominador. Cosas importantes que tienes que recordar. MCV. Mantener, cambiar y voltear. Solo encuentra el recíproco de la segunda fracción. O para que recuerde, keep, change, flip. KFC. Where'd Ryson go?
Here I am. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about dividing two negatives. So, first off, let's read our problem. -10/9 divided by -2/3. First off, as you should have learned, a negative and a negative will cancel at each other, so you know that you're going to have a positive fraction as your answer. So, another step we should have learned is keep the first fraction, change the symbol to multiplication, and then flip the other fraction. So our new problem should look like -9/10 times 3/2. And then we just multiply across. So 9 times 3 is 27. 10 times 2 is 20. Now this is an improper fraction, so we have to make sure we turn this into a mixed number. 20 goes into 27 one time. 27 minus 20 is 7/20. So our answer is 1 7/20. Alright, now for a new problem after I use my handy dandy green rag. Alright, so our new problem is going to be 5, 6, and we're going to add a negative this time, divided by 7/8. Alright, so this time we are going to have two negatives. So when you have one negative and a positive, you know that your answer is going to be a negative. Alright, so we have to keep, change, flip. Let's rewrite our new problem. -5, 6 times, and you got to flip this, 8/7. Now we're just going to multiply straight across. 5 goes into 8. 5 times 8 is 40. And then 6 times 7 is 42. Now remember, what this is, when you're flipping this, that's a reciprocal, okay? Now we talked about reciprocal in one of our earlier videos. In a refresher's reciprocal, all you do is you exchange the denominator for the numerator, like here. And now that we have our answer of 40 42s, we both know that they're divisible by 2. So we have to simplify them, and we'll simplify them by 2. 2 divided by 40 is 20, and 42 divided by 2 is 21. Our answer is 20, 21. And in this corner, multiplying a negative and a positive fraction, Janelle Aguazul!
Let's give your applause. Save your applause. So today we'll be multiplying a negative and a positive fraction. We know that when you multiply a negative and a positive, you'll get a negative. So to make this much simpler, we will cross out, which is simplifying, because 5 can go into 15 3 times. 5 goes into 5 once. Then we multiply 1 times 6 is 6, and 8 times 3 is 24. And then we'll just simplify that down to 1/4. Negative 1/4.
Allie!
Stop. Okay. To add and subtract a fraction with unlike denominators, first you have to make them have like denominators. So we want to find the least common.
We started.
Ew, it's Allie!
To add and subtract a fraction with unlike denominators, first you have to find the least common multiple of each of the denominators. So 12 and 6 have 6 in common. 6 can go into 12 twice, and 6 can go into 6 once. So we'll have to reduce this one. So the denominator is now 6. And you have to divide 10 by 2, which is 5. And then you subtract 5, 6. And 5, 6 minus 5, 6 equals 0, 6.
Alright, so today we're going to add and subtract with unlike denominators. So, first we got to see if they have like denominators. 3 does not go into 16. So, if you ever come across a problem like this, you have to multiply. You're just going to multiply them together. So, 16 times 3, 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. So, 48. So, you're going to times this times 3 and this times 16. Okay. So, when you rewrite your problem, you know that these are going to equal 48. So, something over 48 plus something over 48. 16 times 2 is 32. 3 times 14 is 42. When you add those together, you get 74 over 48. And then that's your improper fraction, and then you can also make it a mixed number. 48 goes into 74 one time. 74 minus 48 that's a 6, 2, it's 26 over 48, and then when you simplify that, it's 1, 13 over 24. Today we're going to be adding and subtracting with unlike denominators. Our problem is 2/3 plus 3/4. So we got to see if these have like denominators. Well, 3 can't go into 4. So if you come across a problem like this, then you're going to multiply each other. 4 times 3 is 12. So when you rewrite your new problem, they're going to be over 12. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 twelfths plus 9 twelfths equals 17 twelfths. which that is an improper fraction, but when you write this as a mixed number, it's 1 and 5/12.